Good morning, good morning. We are live here in Results One at one of my favorite places, the Orange County Animal Services, and it's all about the animals here.
It is all about the animals.
So I have the absolute privilege of being here, having my buddy here, Bryant, with the Orange County Animal Services, the public information officer out
That's
here.
correct.
All those tweets, the Instagram posts, the Facebook posts, all come from this guy. So when your heart is feeling like you need to go and adopt a dog or a cat, it's because of him and his team
That's
right
my
here.
fault.
Yeah, dude, you guys have such a great social media presence, and I think that helps.
It does. It definitely does. People don't realize what a powerful tool social media is, and it has been effective to almost 100% of the animals that we feature on Facebook and Instagram have gotten adopted because of their posts.
So, okay, what's the timeline? Like, you'll post an animal, and usually you're getting hits like crazy right away?
It's almost immediate. And honestly, it depends on the dog, on the, like for instance, a reel will almost immediately result in an adoption because of the reach that a reel has.
Of course, yeah.
A lot more people see it. A Facebook post, there tends to be a little bit more questions. People are a little more inquisitive.
Okay.
They want to see more. They want to know more. But
The reel
usually
gets them right away.
The reel is like immediate because you see the dog live. You see the dog running around, being a dog, being
That's true.
the cuteness.
You guys got me a few times, and I've had to come over here, and then the dog's gone right away.
Oh, it's the best thing. Like, for instance, like when people come in and they're like, we want to see this dog, the dog that's in this video, and we love that. We love that because we know it's working then.
How often are you like, well, he or she's already gone?
It happens a lot more than you would think, and that's a good thing. That's not a bad problem.
No, you want your dogs finding homes and stuff like that.
And the thing of it is, there's always another dog, and that's one of the things we tell people. Even if you come here and you don't get the dog that you saw, there's always other dogs. I mean, right now we're sitting on about 145 dogs.
Right now?
At our shelter. Right now, there's 145. 145.
That pains my heart a little bit.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing, and like I said before, it's an endless cycle. One gets adopted. Yeah, we want to celebrate, but we don't always get to do that because there's still others waiting.
Man. So how many cats do you guys have currently
Right now, there's 90 cats. Believe it or not, we don't have an issue with cats. Cats move out of the shelter.
Really?
Yeah, we don't technically have a longest resident cats. An average stay for a cat is like less than a week. So
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
That is
and
a
cats
good
get
thing.
adopted 2 at a time sometimes. It's crazy because they actually do better as pairs.
Absolutely.
So people adopt 2 cats at a time. So we move our cats. We never really get too worked up or concerned about having too many cats in the shelter.
Well, I've got to give a friend of mine a shout out because Kim Montez, she volunteers here a lot.
Yes, Kim is amazing.
And she's always got like 5 or 6 cats at her house,
Yes.
baby cats before they come over here. And it's cool because you guys have a huge volunteer base here too.
Yes, it is literally the life's blood of the shelter. The volunteers are here almost every day, donating their own time, and they're the ones that get to know all the animals firsthand. They're my number one too. Like whenever I
Right.
need information on an animal, I go look for a volunteer. I say, hey, what do you know about this dog? What do you know? And they tell me everything. They're like, oh, this dog's amazing with this. This dog pulls. This
That's
dog does
cool.
this. They get to know these dogs better than we could.
So you guys are open to volunteers. If someone
Oh,
wanted to come
yes.
volunteer, they go through the process.
We
they
actually
figure out-
need volunteers. Yeah.
You heard that. Needs volunteers. I always forget which camera we're at with this one. And so if you're interested in volunteer work, you were mentioning you have UCF students that come out here to help out.
They are amazing. They have their own program. It's called Wags for Walks, and
I
they
love
take
the wordplay you
I
guys
know
do.
it's awesome, and they take the dogs out of here. They take them to Lake Eola on their own, and they walk them around with vests saying "Adopt me." And believe it or not, a lot of dogs have gotten adopted because of those volunteers.
And it works for them to be socialized and see all the other
And
interactions.
exactly, and the thing of it is, dogs are different when they're here in the kennels. It's
Yeah.
just an honest truth. They're not happy. They're nervous. They're stressed out. So when you get a dog into a home, it's a completely different dog. And a lot of people don't realize that. They see this scared or barking dog inside a kennel. When you get him home, it's not going to be the same. He's going to be calm. He's going to be
Right.
adjusted. He's going to be happy.
The anxiety's gone.
And it's
kinda thing.
gone. It's gone. So,
Right, how long you been doing this?
oh man, way too long. Right now, I'm going on 10 years.
You've got to have a passion for it, right?
I love it. I love it. Honestly, before this, I was a police officer, and even when I was a police officer, I was bringing dogs here. They used to have cages out here,
Right.
where you drop
them
dogs off. So I was bringing them here, and I loved working with them. And eventually, I just switched over, and I've never looked back. It's such a rewarding job. It's also hard. It's a very difficult job,
Right.
on the heart, but it's very rewarding.
I have 2 dogs of my own, and it's funny because people are like, man, you talk about your dogs a lot. I go, well, I like dogs more than I truly like people. Being a cop just like you, it's like we see that There's
Yes.
no bad intention. It's just learning the language of an animal.
And exactly it. And that's the thing I tell people all the time, especially in my posts. You know, these animals aren't born that way. Like when you see a dog that's bitten people or attacked people, this dog wasn't born that way. You know, these are behaviors that were taught, or they were a result of traumas or things
Right.
like that. So, you know, no dog is born wanting to bite and attack people. You know, these are things that have happened to the dog in their lifetime, and sadly, it's mostly because of humans.
Right. So you guys reached out to us to start featuring a
Yes.
dog once a month, and we are 100% on board. So I've got this backseat kind of protected because I don't know how crazy. We are going to be featuring a very special guy today. His name's Buddy. Buddy's been here for 40 days and change. One of your third, fourth longest residents so far, and we need to find him a home.
Yes.
You guys said he's passed all his tests.
Yes.
He's friendly. He's fun. He's chipped. He's neutered. He's got all his vaccines.
Yes, he is ready to go home.
You guys
today.
call him GTG, ready to go.
Ready
right?
to go. Yeah, he's 100% ready to go today. He's done everything. He's actually one of the better dogs we have. He has a very sad face, so a lot of people have a lot of the volunteers and staff have taken to him because he just always looks sad.
But that's just his feature.
But that's just his face. He's a great dog. Obviously, you know, he wants to be in a home. He doesn't want to be inside a kennel all day. But yeah, Buddy's an amazing dog. He's young too, so he's got so much life left to live.
All right, so let's get him in the truck for a
right.
second.
Let me go get him.
All right, sounds good. So guys, you see it right here. We are at Orange County Animal Services, and the goal for today is to find Buddy a dog. A dog, right? We're here at Orange County Animal Services, and our goal is to find Buddy a home. Get him out of this kennel. He's a great dog, and we're going to feature him here today. So I could not be more excited about this, just because you guys know I love animals. Can you tell? I'm a little excited. I'm almost a little nervous. It's like meeting a date for the first time or something like that, right? But my passion for animals runs deep, and he is so hyper right now. I am so excited that we're going to welcome Buddy into the truck here, and we'll see how this goes.
You ready?
Come on in, buddy.
Easy.
Hi. Hi. Look.
Want to climb back up?
Oh, okay. You can sit in the back.
You want to sit?
Hi. Hi. So this is Buddy. Buddy is hype.
He is. He
Oh my-
just got out of this kennel, so obviously he's a little wound up.
He is cute.
He's beautiful.
So how big is Buddy? Because on the pictures he looks kind of big, but he's really not.
He's not. He's very muscular. He's actually very underweight. He came into us that way as a stray. We've been trying to put a lot of the weight back on him because normally a dog of his size should be anywhere between 70 and 80 pounds, and he's right now sitting at about 53 pounds.
Okay.
So he's slightly underweight.
So he needs some love.
Yes.
He needs a home. Needs some food, some treats.
He needs
Hi.
a good cheeseburger, right, buddy?
A good cheeseburger.
And once he calms down, he gets like this. He's very sweet. He's a good dog. Buddy represents pretty much most of the dogs that we get at the shelter. They're all strays. We
Okay.
don't know a lot about them. They're not exactly a recognizable breed.
Right.
You know, and the sad part is a lot of people come into the shelter looking for specific animals. I can't tell you how many times people call and say, hey, when are the poodles coming in?
And you're
When are
like, we don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, you know, you don't come to a shelter with something like that in
you're
mind.
Such a good boy.
Yeah, you come to the shelter with an open heart, you know, and you look inside every kennel and you meet every dog, and that's how you adopt an animal.
Well, you can just see, like, he just wants to be loved.
That's
on
all. That's
kind
all
of
he
thing.
wants.
So, would you like to introduce yourself? Who are you? I'm not gonna just like totally ignore you back here. You're like, oh, I gotta get in the truck too. She's like, I don't want to be on camera. So, ma'am, what do you do?
I'm Officer Fernandez. I'm an animal control officer in the kennels.
Okay.
I help take care of the animals. We help clean them in the morning. We feed them. We take them out for interactions, hoping to get them adopted by people that come in every day. We tell people about them, and we hopefully they go to good families and they don't come back.
How long have you been doing this here?
Here for a year now.
And then former?
Former, about like almost 5. So
Wow.
I've been doing this about 6 years.
Awesome, awesome. So, buddy, listen, do you want to get out and do you want to run around and show everybody all your athletic abilities? You are the cutest thing. So, my wife, she goes, look, we'll give it a week. I was like, babe, we're going to be doing this once a month. I'm going to have 50 dogs at the house at this point. So, but look at you. You're gorgeous. You're clean. You got a beautiful pattern on you. Nice teeth. Look
Got
at
a lot of energy.
a lot
He
of
does.
energy. So obviously we're looking for something with a yard, a fenced-in yard, things like that.
Definitely a family with a yard, a family that's active actually,
Yeah.
that likes to go outdoors, that doesn't mind taking Buddy out for long walks, because a dog like that, this muscular and this size, is going to require exercise, you know, because you don't want a dog like Buddy being bored in a house. You know what I
It's
mean?
going to do some work. Yeah, no, I get it.
So, and like I said, he's a good dog, but like any other dog, they get bored, they get frustrated,
Yeah.
you know, and they'll tend to start chewing and things like that. So dogs like this, they need a lot of exercise, they need a lot of attention. Luckily for a lot of these dogs, because they spend so much time in the kennels, they will be crate trained when they get to a
Okay.
house, because they're pretty much accustomed to it. So it will be easier for you to adjust to that. But there are things you have to take into consideration. A lot of these dogs are strays, so we don't know if they're housebroken. We
Okay.
don't know, because they're on their own schedule, you know, and
To include here.
right. So at the shelter, they're not exactly being taken out on a regular basis every single day. So it's hard to tell if a dog is or isn't housebroken.
He is beautiful.
Yeah, he's a very good dog. He's very sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at these eyes. I could love on you. You just want to be results 2 and you can ride around in my truck all day? Huh? Cool, let's get out and
All
we'll
right.
watch, see what Buddy's got. Oh, he's ready to go. Hi. Come on, man. Oh. Walks well. And you can see he is a little underweight. When I got my girl, we rescued one from like the Dade City area from a shelter down
yeah?
there, and she was supposed to be about 65 pounds, and we got her at 30 pounds.
Oh my God.
She was extremely malnourished, severely emaciated. A breeder had used her and then got rid of her, and it was really sad. We found her, brought her back. She's a solid like 55 pounds right now, happy. Look at you. You want to go play?
He knows Albert.
Oh, you know Albert. So Albert, you're one of the volunteers here? You're an employee? Talk to me a little bit.
Albert is actually...
one of the Orange County photographers.
Ah, okay. One of the photographers. So he knows the staff out here.
Oh yeah. Albert had Buddy out yesterday taking good pictures of him and things like that to update for his Facebook post.
Well, we're going to get Buddy adopted. I think this is going to happen.
Come here, sweetie.
So how you doing? Huh? Oh, he wants to play. He just wants to play.
Go get it.
We can go and
To the yard?
let's go to the yard. Come on.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
So Buddy is readily available right now. He's actually active on the website, but I want you guys to come meet this guy. Come over here to the shelter. They are already open at 10 o'clock this morning. I got here a little early and I was locked outside. So good times. But look at this guy. I could talk about dogs all day if you can't already figure that out. He just wants to run.
He does.
Look at you. He's like, uh-oh. So he genuinely has been around long enough to where he knows a lot of the
He
staff.
knows a lot of staff. He knows the volunteers. The volunteers love him. And mostly because he is high energy. He's, you know, a lot of our dogs, they get taken around walks here on the pond. And Buddy absolutely loves that kind of stuff. He gets very attached. You can tell he's
Yeah.
very strong. Very, very
Just
strong.
pulling tight.
Yeah, come here, buddy.
Hi.
Come here. Come here. Let me take this off.
Look at you. You're going to run free for a second. Look at you.
There you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
He wants Albert to come back up.
So he's obviously interacted with Albert before.
Yeah, they got to spend a day together yesterday. Albert.
Buddy! He was like, treats.
Come on. I'll bring him some treats out.
Come here. He's going straight for the treat spot. Like, come here. So you heard what Bryant said earlier. They've got right now over 140 dogs here. They've got 90 plus cats, but the cats aren't really the problem. There is a constant cycle of cats through here, but it's the dogs. They've got personalities. They've got everything going on, and they're just looking for a home. Like this buddy. It's the best part. I keep like this buddy, and that's his name, Buddy. So Buddy's about 2 years old. Is it? Do we know? I think he's about 2 years old.
He's got a lot of energy,
A lot of puppy energy, and we need some good food and good love on this guy. Oh, now we're calm.
And he's very excited because he didn't know there's people around.
Yeah.
Like that.
And this is good for people to see because a lot of times people expect these dogs to go to a home. I call it turnkey dogs. There's no such thing.
No such thing as a turnkey dog.
Yeah, a lot of these dogs, they don't have training.
Oh, come
A
on.
lot of these dogs may never have been inside a home. So it's something to think about, something you have to consider.
This is not.
No, that's not a treat.
That's not a treat. But I'll buy another one off of Amazon if you eat it. Oh, Buddy's beautiful. So he does have some responsiveness to treats, and
And a lot of that
comes from you guys.
It's due to us, to our volunteers, our staff, working with him. You can tell he's still a little mouthy. See, he's a little rough.
That comes with training.
And it's patience. It's kind. You just got to find a dog that's perfect for you.
Right. Because technically, let's be real, every dog is perfect.
Yes, 100%.
Right? Like, they're all perfect.
It's just their hearts are. It's just a lot of them, like Buddy, were probably out in the street for a very long time. Weren't socialized, weren't taught any manners. But believe it or not, Buddy's actually really good with other dogs.
Is he?
Yeah, and he's good with people, which is one of the bigger things.
I was reading over his bio, and it was like, man, this guy has passed everything, all of it.
And you can tell he's healthy, he's strong, he's got a lot of weight he's put on, which will come once he gets adopted, Right, baby? Yeah.
So Buddy is available, like we said earlier, right now. So if you are watching this live on clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, or the News 6 app, Buddy, you can come right here, right now, and pick Buddy up. And he can go home with you today. And I tell you what, if I want to give you guys a chance, because I would take this dog right now. I told you, the wife was like, oh, that's all we need. Margaret, my girls are named Margaret and Teresa, and they could use a little brother. Oh, man. So you guys, when you guys receive these dogs, what's the process? How's it happen? How does Buddy get to where he's at right now?
Well, Buddy was actually brought in by one of the residents who found him running around loose.
Okay.
So that, believe it or not, that's the bulk of our dogs.
Okay, so strays, basically.
Strays, brought in as strays. A lot of times, sadly, sometimes people try to pass off their own dogs as strays.
Really?
Because it takes time to surrender an animal. You have to do it by appointment. So people want to bypass the system, and they'll say, oh, yeah, it's a dog I found. And then,
you're like, nice try.
Yeah, and then we realize later, okay, this was the owner. So there is a little bit of that going around. But for the most part, most of the dogs that come in are like Buddy. We don't know a lot about them. We don't know their history. We don't know what kind of life they've had. I mean, judging from Buddy, he's lived out in the street for a long time. He's scarred up. He's very thin. He was, when he first came in here, he was a little timid. He was,
he's a street dog.
Right.
He's a
He
street
was
dog.
unsure, and,
yeah.
And now I'm telling you, he's coming a long way. And with a little bit more time, he's going to be even better and better and better.
Well, he looks, to me, ready to be in any house at this point. Now, like we said earlier, a lot of energy. So if you have small children, you need to be aware of stuff like that. How's he around cats?
That we haven't tested. It's not something we normally test because of the stress it causes both animals, the dogs
that's
and
true.
the cats.
That's true.
So it's it's one of those things that we tell people. There are ways to introduce your animals to each other, but the first thing we ask is you give the new animal a chance to acclimate to you as well as to the new home, because these animals don't know you. They don't know the home they're going to. So there's going to be a period of time where you shouldn't just rush into introducing them to another animal.
Bryant, you were made for this, man. To leave the cop world and come to this, you got to be passionate about it.
That's all it is. It's just a passion. You get to love these animals. You get to understand them, and you get to talk to enough people and realize what people are doing wrong and what people are doing right.
There's so many memes about dogs and stuff like that. It's like they're angels without wings. You know?
Yes, 100%. And I agree. There's all those memes that say we don't deserve dogs, and
we don't.
Yeah, we actually do not. You know, and like I was
The
telling
only
you-
form of unconditional
Yes,
love.
and that's what I was gonna say. It's like these dogs, they love you more than they love themselves. You know, it's like my dog. Like I can walk outside and get the mail. I'm gone for like 5 minutes,
And they're tripping.
yeah, it's like a party when I come back. He's so happy, and it touches your heart every single time. You know, you wish people would react that way to you every
Oh
time.
my Lord! I hope my wife is watching. But it's like it just is a. They have us their whole life, and we
Yes.
could go through 3 or 4 of them during our lifetime.
Yes.
So it's almost a point where people need to understand the mental status of the dog.
Yeah.
And I think we'd appreciate them a little bit more.
I think so. I agree with you. You know, because their lives are so short. You know, they bask in happiness. This is what they want out of life. They just want the good things. You know, that's all dogs look
Gonna
for.
get me emotional just talking about Buddy, and he's healthy and ready to go home. Oh man! So all right. So if you guys are interested, Buddy is here. He is ready to go home. We'll have more information. We're at clickorlando.com. Just ready to go. If anyone is interested in adopting Buddy, what could they do right now? Is there any way to do it on the website, or do they have to come here in person?
They do have to come in person. A lot of our dogs are visible on the website. It will tell you if they are ready to go, if they are available for adoption. But for the most part, all adoptions have to be done in person, have to be completed in person.
Because you want to meet the people too.
Yes, we want to meet them, and we want the people to meet the dogs too. Because it's one thing to see a dog in a picture and a video, and it's another thing to meet them in real life.
Yeah, look
and
at-
then
you're
you know
such a
you're
good boy.
you're either thinking, oh, it's like you said when you saw him, you're like, he's a lot smaller than I thought he was. gonna be.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that happens a lot. People will see a picture and they're like, oh, I thought this dog was going to be really small, and he's huge. You know, so we want people to see what they're getting themselves into, interact with the animal for a good amount of time, so that way you know.
Right.
And there's no surprise. But yeah,
Awesome.
he is available. He's ready to go home today. And like I said, he's our 3rd longest resident.
Adoption fees right now?
Right now, in the month of February, there are no adoption fees for ready to go animals.
Ready to go. So it costs you nothing.
Nothing. To save a life, to make a difference, it costs nothing.
And so you're telling me it would cost nothing for someone right now to come here, even after you guys have done the
Everything.
vaccines, the neuter,
Yes.
the microchip.
Yes.
They can come here as long as they qualify.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
They're going to take Buddy home
And they'll
today.
take him home today, you know. And on top of that, we provide everything you'll need. Like we will give you dog food. We'll give you, and it's the same dog food that they're eating here. So there's really no transition period. You'll get a bag of dog food. You'll get a leash.
And this
So
is a
you-
one-stop shop.
That's it.
You guys have a clinic here also.
Yes, and it's like everything you need. We set people up for success. We don't want these dogs to come back. We want these dogs to stay in a home. So we're setting you up for success.
Oh my goodness, look
Look
at
at that
these
face.
eyes. Oh, I just want to kiss on you all day. Oh, yes, go
he understood
boy. And that is what happens when the mic is right there. I love it. I hope you guys can still hear me. It's fine. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh, that was the best. That's going to make great for video, and I'll make sure you guys get that.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, so I'm going to go back to the truck and I'll be right back with you guys, okay?
All right.
Buddy, it was a pleasure meeting you, bub. All right. Guys, so Orange County Animal Services, Buddy is ready for you, even ready for my mic. That was, oh my God, I love dogs. So we're going to head back to the truck real quick. Let me wrap this up and we'll close this out. So let's head back in. Hold on. Tell me that's not the best day you've ever had on Trooper Steve on patrol. So Buddy is here at Orange County Animal Services. He is ready to go home, GTG. And there are no adoption fees currently for the month of February, meaning if you qualify, you can come here right now for free and bring Buddy home. They'll give you a leash, they'll give you food, everything that Buddy's gonna need. Buddy needs a home, guys, and I'm really hoping our viewers can get some results for the Orange County Animal Services. If Buddy maybe not your dog, they've got over 140 other dogs here ready to go home. So Trooper Steve live here in Results One. You guys have an amazing day, and please let's get Buddy some results. Let's find him a home. He's here ready for you. Love you guys. Take it easy.